Today I want to talk about a dream that came to me, one soaked in the presence of Azazel, the teacher of forbidden arts and guardian of the outcast. The dream began with a mission. I was determined to solve a crime, so I crossed the busy highway during a downpour, symbolic of trying to cut through the chaos of collective consciousness to find clarity. But I only made it halfway across. That says a lot. This wasn't failure. It was a snapshot, a divine pause. It told me you're not stuck. You're standing between two worlds, one foot in the storm of society, the other in the unknown. It was a Saturnian moment, a test of will, a threshold. Then I found myself guarding a junkyard and listen. If there's any place Azazel would call home, it's this. The domain of what's been thrown away, ancient knowledge cast aside, the raw, dangerous, untamed stuff that polite society can't stomach. This junkyard had once been guarded by another. Now it was my turn. My mother slept in a van nearby, an image that struck me hard. The feminine root, the womb of the inner world, resting while I had vigil. That's ancestral presence. That's my inner child asleep while my warrior self stands watch. And while I had weapons, guns of every kind, something in me still knew I needed backup. So I called in 3 white guys, full of energy and chaos, ready to shoot first and ask questions never. Were they external? Were they spirits? Were they fractured parts of me? Didn't matter. They were mine. As we returned to the junkyard, I thought we were under attack. I grabbed a modified machine gun, my own evolution of power, a sigil of custom magical force, and aimed it at the strangers. But they weren't enemies. They were day shift workers. Think about that. Night meets day. And for a moment, I almost destroyed what was trying to help me. That's the danger of the left-hand path when it's not balanced. We start to see threats where there are none. We forget that not all spirits of order are agents of oppression. Some are just trying to finish the work. And the work? Apparently, I had found 2 game consoles. They were part of an experiment, and the workers needed them both. Now that hit deep. Game consoles represent interfaces, tools that manipulate reality. In the dream, they symbolize duality, shadow and light, spirit and flesh, masculine and feminine, chaos and order. And the experiment? That's me. That's my path. That's this channel. They needed both consoles because you can't finish the work without integration. You can't build the new temple with one hand tied behind your back. This all happened as the dream moved from night into day. That shift matters. It means that these messages weren't just subconscious ramblings. They were revelations meant for waking life. Light is starting to shine on what's been hidden. The junkyard wasn't just a mess of broken pieces. It was a treasure trove of forgotten truths. Azazel wasn't punishing me with isolation. He was training me to recognize my allies, to discern true threats, and to see that even the most unconventional tools, like old tech or chaotic allies, can serve a sacred purpose. So here's the takeaway, my beloved misfits. If you're walking the path of the outcast, the rebel, the fallen, understand this. You're not lost. You're just halfway across the highway. You're not guarding trash. You're protecting the bones of an ancient machine. And sometimes the experiment needs both chaos and the order to finish what was started at the beginning of time. Azazel doesn't hand out comfort. He hands out truth. And that truth? You're more powerful than you've been told, and more needed than you realize.